welcome to Royal Cyber's official podcast where we discuss latest technologies, innovations, and concepts. Today we'll explore automating processes with MuleSoft Co-Pilot. I'm your host Hamza, and joining me is an expert in AI-driven automations, Owais. We'll dive into how MuleSoft Co-Pilot is transforming enterprise operations by enhancing efficiency, improving visibility, and reducing manual workloads. Let's get started. How are you, Owais?
I'm good, I'm great, Alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm good as well. So let's begin with why MuleSoft Copilot is actually needed. What challenges do traditional API managements and enterprises face?
Okay, so first of all, thank you for having me. And I'm really excited to discuss how MuleSoft Copilot is revolutionizing business, how business manages their APIs and their infrastructure and their operational workflows. According to your question, first, that's a great question. And traditionally, what happens is that whenever infra managers, IT admins, or business groups or developers in traditional enterprise API, what they face is an infrastructure management issues and challenges. So, first of all, there is a lack of instant visibility between all of these different user roles and group. If a developer wants to know the API statuses and the data pipelines, uh, he or she have to then talk to the IT admin. Then there are manual dependencies for especially for troubleshooting and reporting. Uh, then again, because there are multiple groups and multiple user roles within a same infrastructure, there are communication gap between all of these developers, IT admins, and business teams, and hence this creates a knowledge silos among them, which makes it difficult for each of them to access critical insights and knowledge quickly. And because of all these challenges, this leads to delays, increased costs, operational inefficiencies, and it makes it difficult for the whole enterprise to scale smoothly. Uh, so yes, these are the problems and challenges that traditional API management faces.
Absolutely. Working in infrastructure, I can assure you these are actual pain points that some of my clients face. So how does MuleSoft Copilot solve these challenges?
So what MuleSoft Copilot does is it leverages Gen AI and automation to streamline some of the operations, provide much better decision making, and then also reduce manual workloads. So first of all, it provides real-time monitoring of the API performance, of the system health, and all the batch processes within the organization, especially if you're talking about MuleSoft. And then you can quickly perform an action. So let's say a developer wants to quickly start and stop an API, or he or she wants to increase the vCores or specific replicas. So without going all through the dashboards and the runtime manager, they only have to just write a simple prompt, and the copilot will be able to do that action on their behalf. It then provides instant responses. Anything that the developer admin queries about their API statuses, their resource utilization, and deployment tracking as well. And then again, we have seamless integrations with both MS Teams, the Anypoint portal, the platform that MuleSoft provides, and this can also be integrated with other business applications. So this whole automating the infrastructure management and API monitoring, this helps the end users to improve their efficiency, reduce error, and enhance the overall visibility across the enterprise system.
So what are the real world examples of how it is benefiting organizations?
Okay, so few key benefits is first of all, real time. The end user will have the access to real time data. So, for instance, imagine that you have an developer, a MuleSoft developer, who is asking, did the batch process run last night? So instead of manually checking the logs and checking whether the scheduler worked, the MuleSoft Copilot within a few seconds would provide an instant answer, and it will say about the status whether the batch process ran or it did not. Again, this provides enhanced visibility among the enterprise. A developer for instance, can instantly retrieve API status across multiple environments and across multiple business groups as well within the same organizations. They do not have to access complex dashboards or complex portals just to retrieve their information. And this in turn optimizes the infrastructure, reduces operational cost by around 40 to 50%. And so this is a huge benefit that allows organizations to work and more efficiently.
Sounds good. Sounds good. That's a huge improvement. So, what about ROI? How do I convince my board to get this Copilot?
So again, first of all, it will reduce the manual workloads by over 80% and then frees up the times for the IT teams, the developers, and the admins. Then there is cost reduction because you have fewer support requests and lower infrastructure cost. It is easily scalable because it can be easily adapted on multiple environments and multiple business groups. And along it can be integrated with multiple platforms. So for instance, if you have Teams, or if you want it on a web interface, or if you want it on Slack. And again, in the end, because you're streamlining your enterprises APIs and your infrastructure. So this will in turn enhance the customer satisfaction with the end user, and this will lead to more better service quality and reliability.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, any final words for organizations looking to implement Copilot?
Yes, so for organizations, what they can do is they can start with a very simple pilot implementation in a very specific area, such as API monitoring, infrastructure management. And once they see the benefit, they can then expand it across the organization, across its employee. And so automation, real-time visibility, and the AI-driven decision making are the key future-proofing enterprise operations that they can adapt. And this is certainly the future that we are going to have.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you for your valuable time, Awais. And that's all for today's episode on automating processes with MuleSoft Copilot. We hope this discussion inspires you to explore MuleSoft Copilot along with the variety of copilots that we offer. So, until next time, goodbye.
Thank you for having me. Goodbye.